What if the one thing Samsung fans didn't expect from the Galaxy S26 Ultra was the very thing that ends up defining its new camera island design? Yes, the upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just generating attention for rumored internal upgrades or software features. What's really making people talk is the external shift, especially the camera bump, which is reportedly becoming larger and more pronounced than what we've seen on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. That alone might sound like a step back, especially in an era where minimalism and flashbacks are being celebrated. But here's where it gets interesting. Samsung may have a very calculated reason for doing this. This redesign could be influenced by the company's recent work on foldables like the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the Edge-style slim builds being tested on the Galaxy S25 Edge. What we're likely seeing is Samsung creating a unified aesthetic across its top-tier phones, one that embraces bold contours and standout features. So instead of hiding the camera system, Samsung is choosing to showcase it, giving the S26 Ultra a visual identity that says, "This is a pro camera in your pocket." The change in the camera island size might not be about style alone, it could signal a significant hardware shift. Industry sources suggest we could be getting upgraded image sensors, more advanced optical zoom modules, and possibly even improved thermal management inside that housing. The larger module allows Samsung to keep the rest of the phone sleek, balancing the internal structure for heat dissipation and weight distribution. It's a clever way of adding functionality without making the entire phone thick and bulky. Now, some may say Samsung is just recycling design ideas or leaning too hard into what Apple and Google have done with camera protrusions. But here's the difference: Samsung isn't simply slapping on a huge module. Instead, it's possibly optimizing the entire back panel to work with it. Think softer curves, better symmetry, and maybe even a matte finish that complements the camera housing, making the whole thing feel more intentional. There's also speculation that Samsung wants to prepare the Galaxy S26 Ultra as a serious mobile photography contender, and a redesigned camera island may be part of that mission. It's worth remembering that Samsung doesn't make design choices lightly. Every major aesthetic update is usually backed by something functional. And with leaks pointing to a thinner overall body, it makes sense that the camera bump would stand out more. There's just not enough room to hide all that tech otherwise. Plus, if Samsung manages to improve battery life, display durability, or software stability in tandem, most users will probably forgive a slightly larger camera bump. Think about it: when was the last time someone truly cared about a bump? When the photos were top tier and the battery kept up? In fact, the S26 Ultra might be Samsung's most balanced flagship in years, with a mix of bold design and refined utility. Whether it's a nod to the foldables or a shift toward new internal engineering, this camera redesign is likely the beginning of something bigger for the Galaxy S series. Maybe it's not just about catching up with rivals, but about setting the tone for the next era of Samsung smartphones. So before anyone judges this change too harshly, it's worth considering what it might enable: more power, better imaging, smarter layout, and a distinctive personality. Because if the S26 Ultra really pulls this off, it could be the flagship that redefines what premium Android phones should look like in 2026. If that excites you as much as it does us, make sure to hit like and subscribe. We've got plenty more coming your way as new leaks unfold.